tidbit of Rise of the Tomb Raider, doing the Croft Manor VR stuff. Again, I'm enjoying the VR so far. I'm not really getting the sickness that a lot of people get. Hopefully it doesn't translate to being too much of an issue for you guys on your end. I know that up in the corner where the camera is to show me playing and everything is probably a little bit distracting a little bit too, but I kind of want to show you that me moving and doing this stuff too. Put down the camera on my head. Position. Alright, so we're going to continue Blood Ties where it left off from the last episode. We're going to keep with free mode because I did figure out a few control options that was, should make it a little bit easier movement and stuff like that. Alright, did take a little bit of time before I started back up. I am playing it pretty much right after the original play. You guys might not see this for a long time since the Halloween stuff came outside. If so, old options to recalibrate the VR headset. Kind of like that I can actually sit down doing this stuff. Comes in handy. Hopefully we can get a couple of VR titles for you guys to see during October too. Alright. Well, we've got the headlight on for some reason, even though I'm not standing inside. Alright, so yeah, the turning and moving is a lot faster. Hopefully it's not too edgy for you guys.
Amelia, the news has reached Mother. She knows that you broke off your engagement with the Earl of Farringdon. She is beside herself with worry. But, for the moment, she's controlling the narrative. As far as anyone knows, you're just having innocent second thoughts. But the moment your affair with Lord Croft goes public, it will be too late. Our name will be as ruined as this man you've chosen to bed. Don't you see that you're being selfish, Amelia? Please, consider your family. You're a de Mornay. Everything you do has a greater effect on us all. I'm coming down to London soon. Don't do anything rash until we have a chance to talk.
Alright, so... down there. Might have to stand up to do this adequately. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't think it's making too much of an impact. I'll get a little closer though, because that might be a little bit more impactful. Ooh.
Falling apart. Maybe I should just let my uncle have this place.
Alright, so what do you got in the boxes? Anything? You look at them. The door here. Let's look at the book.
They say a good test of a relationship is how well you travel together. Well, I'd say Amelia and I have passed that test with flying colors. Indeed, these last few months in Egypt have been nothing short of extraordinary. She and Roth get on like old uni chums. In fact, the two have spent more than a few nights drinking and playing cards into the wee hours. Despite her decidedly proper upbringing, Amelia's taken to roughing it more than I ever have. She fits in and connects with the local populace with such amazing empathy. Because of her, I've had a bit of an unexpected breakthrough in my research. She managed to convince an artifact dealer in Old Town to sell me a magnificent and quite unusual Tibetan scroll. From what I can tell, it seems to contain details surrounding an immortality ritual of some sort. I think it's time for me to take the next step with Amelia. In fact, I don't think I can wait any longer. I will ask for her hand tomorrow in the bright Egyptian sun amidst the dust and ruins.
Nice, that's him.
I'm not surprised he asked her to marry him as soon as he got the idea.
Right, So do we want to go through the door or look down in the nice? It's actually kind of cool looking too. We're going to look at the door first. Kind of cool that we can look around with the camera. Still missing the key. So, yep. I'm surprised you can't do something with this at some point. Alright. That is a very big freaking rat. Of course, Lara has no weapon. Okay, so this.
Amelia, I know we have had our differences in recent
again,
years.
huh?
I've tried my best to keep an open mind about your relationship with Richard, but I just can't let you go on this ill-conceived expedition without saying my piece. You say Richard's theories have merit. You say that he may have actually stumbled upon some mythic, unknown truth, but I have seen nothing to support such claims. And while your word may have been enough in times past, I cannot let you squander away what remains of your name and reputation, and that of our family, truth be told, on some damned foolish crusade. I intend to go to Richard's investors and let them know exactly how he's spending their money, but I want to give you a chance to put a stop to this yourself. Please, don't go to Tibet. If not for me, at least for Lara.
Apparently, he wanted her not to go to this class. It's kind of creepy.
Still just as creepy as I remember.
Yes, it is. Oh, that is kind of cool. Okay. We're gonna look over here real quick before we get through there. Another letter.
My lord, I hope this missive finds you on a successful expedition and in good health. Before I bore you with estate affairs, I wanted to let you know that our little angel has been into some mischief. As always, I indulged her in our usual game of chess. Over the course of the game, she broached the subject of her mother. She's having trouble remembering her now, and wanted to enter her ladyship's atelier, which you sealed off, to play on her mother's piano. It enraged her when she wasn't allowed to go in, of course. For someone so young, she has such strong emotions. Later in the day, she set a trap for me in the walk-in freezer, of all places. And before I knew what was happening, I found myself locked inside. Mrs. Sheffield discovered me an hour later, shivering and somewhat peeved. It took us an additional hour to find Lara in the grounds. I know all her hiding places, of course, but this time she really did not want to be found. Call it years of observation, but I can tell when she's out of sorts. My lord, if I may be so bold, she misses you fiercely. She is lonely for her father. Please consider a call as soon as you are able.
Yes, I'm
Poor
assuming that's
Winston. I remember being so angry. He was always so patient with me.
Look at that.
King to Queen 1. I'm going to win this time, Winston.
Clever girl. But you should know by now, winning isn't everything. Queen to King's Bishop 6. Check.
Easy for you to say. You always win. Knight takes Queen.
What I mean to say is try to enjoy the journey, Lara. Don't rush to victory. Bishop to King 7.
I know, Winston. I just want... Oh no! I didn't even see that!
You should also know by now, I'm not to be trifled with on this board, young lady. Mate.
Oh, I am going to win. Someday.
I would play chess with our old butler Winston on this board. Never could beat him. I always chose white. Maybe if I let him go first once in a while, I might have won.
Cute. Yeah. I hate chess. I never could understand it. Yeah. Quick movements, that seems to get us there faster, but hopefully it's not like translating to be very bad for you guys on your eyes. Whoop.
I'm at a crossroads now. Good Lord, that's such a cliche. But there's truth in it. 2 roads before me. Both present joy and compromise. A life with Richard, adventure, intellectual pursuit, perhaps a new family. But also a man obsessed with something I cannot understand. Or a life of obligation, upholding the de Mornay name, embracing our traditions, not losing the family that raised me. Oh, this really is a rubbish choice. I don't want to lose them, but I love the life I've started to build with Richard. He comes with his own difficulties, but I can accept them. Will it be enough?
It's suspicious. They just showed me that you can go in there.
Everything is almost ready for Mistress Lara's birthday expedition surprise. It's been a bit of an all-hands-on-deck effort organizing the affair and keeping it secret. She's obsessed with Egypt, memorizing hieroglyphs and ancient Egyptian districts, so she'll be delighted with what Lord Croft has come up with. This will be good for her. She's been acting up of late, but I know she's just craving more of her father's attention. He's been so buried in his research. It'll be a nice moment for the 2 of them to reconnect. And I do believe he needs it as much as she does.
Grab this and pull. Yep. Ah! Trying to crush me. At least pick up a bottle as a weapon. Kind of leery of this place. What's that?
Dad loved a good bottle of wine. I can still smell his favorite Bordeaux.
It was a freaking huge ass bottle. Okay.
Dad, this is it! The basement of despair!
Indeed, Lara. Muster your courage, for this is the only path to the Library of Infinite Knowledge.
Look there! See the string?
An ancient Egyptian tripwire. The Keepers of Knowledge want none to disturb their treasures. We must tread carefully.
Let me lead. I know how to spot all the traps.
I'm sure you do, my darling. Lead on.
We moved back out of the scenery? What? I don't know exactly what it means. Let's try to recalibrate. Interesting. Yeah. Probably get to it from another side. It's probably something they set up when she was a little kid. It's kind of like blood there, though. Oh, wait a minute. Where did that go? I kind of see why the comfort thing is, because this does actually strain your eyes a little bit more. Again, hopefully it's not translating that to you guys on the video. I don't think it's quite as 3D for the display for you guys. So that actually kind of still head to the same spot.
One of the wire traps Winston made for my birthday expedition. Winston used my hair ribbons to make this. He and Dad put a lot of work into this birthday surprise.
I still can't get to where that saw that.
Water damage from the main hall above.
We did. Red flaps everywhere. That. Really kind of cool. Use the secret passage to reach the library. Alright, so. Snap rotation. There's a crowbar. Breakers. Here's that thing I saw from the other side. That's good.
This bust of Anubis was from Dad's Egyptian collection. He must have put it down in the basement for our little expedition.
I would think she had already remembered that. That's all for us, I guess. Man, instant. They should at least had to watch her climb up a little bit.
Plans for adding electricity to the manor. Dad used to say his granny hated all the bright lights. There's a missing page.
1, 3.
Amelia left tonight. She packed her suitcase and walked right out of here, and I didn't even notice. Like those days in the Oxford Library before we even met. I just had my nose in a book, lost in my own world. I am such a fool. I have let my obsession with this damned ritual of long life rule my better judgment for far too long, and it may already be too late. How could I have not seen this coming? I've made this mistake over and over, always putting my research before my personal life. But it's never hurt like this before. I simply cannot live without her. If I have to give up this accursed quest that has plagued me for so long, then so be it. I am going after her, right now, tonight.
I don't think he actually did, by the way it sounds.
Okay, Dad's ledger has to be in here somewhere. Hopefully it has the combination to the safe.
Alright.
I've created a clever little map for Lara's birthday expedition. I used the invisible ink Amelia picked up for me in Morocco so many years ago. At the time, I remember being so annoyed by that rather aggressive street vendor, but she just smiled in her sunny way and paid him without a second thought. I assumed it was just a tourist scam, but it actually works. Turns out it requires a very specific kind of vellum and a heat source to illuminate the ink after it's dried. It should prove a nice challenge for Lara to puzzle out.
Okay. Being how they say it's puzzle, because you light it like that. Dinosaur or something over there. And should go up this as well.
This picture was taken in the library. 1820 additions to the main hall in progress.
Oh, I keep forgetting I can use the controller to do that now. So I don't have to kind of flip-flop it around as much. Alright, good. Controller!
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
Something says this is going to be a safe combination quiz.
Now, let me see. These two myths are referencing the same source material. But where did I see this image?
Dad, I think it's this one, in the chapter on Egyptian districts.
Why, yes, I think you're right, Lara.
I remember the page with the illustration of Ra.
My goodness, you've been paying attention, haven't you? This could be an important breakthrough.
Does this mean I'm your research assistant?
That and more, my darling girl.
Takes me back. Those were good times. The best times.
Good times.
One of Winston's notes. He always hid sweets for me to find.
Cookies! A little bit of damage on these. Killer type jack or something. Got another tape.
I've reached the monastery. As Roth predicted, it was hidden deep in the Himalayas, and now that I'm standing on these high stone walls, I am overwhelmed by the sheer beauty of the mountains that surround me. It is simply breathtaking. But what adds to their spiritual majesty is the truth of this place. The monks welcomed me, as is their way, but they seemed to expect me. They must have known someone like me would eventually come seeking answers. I know this is the place. They've conducted the ritual before. I have seen the evidence, the distinctive symbols carved into the floors, the art displayed on the inner chamber's walls. They've created the elixir before, and they will again if I can convince them. I sent Amelia a message straight away. I want her by my side for this discovery.
Alright, so he's found something.
Dad was looking for an elixir. Was it the elixir of life?
More stuff up there. Pretty cool design for the light.
This is my handiwork. I used to love drawing pictures of tigers. Spent so many hours in here, reading, dreaming of my own adventures.
I want the dinosaur! Alright, well, that's gonna take me up. Let's go back and look over here. There. Yep. Touch it.
This music is familiar. It's beautiful.
And it could be YouTube copyrighted, as usual. They're gonna get away from it.
It appears Sir Reginald's helmet fell off. Or didn't I put it back properly?
I don't see his head anyway. No Marcus. Nope. Master key. Alright. Oh. Pretty damn cool weather effects too. Nothing more here. What do we got on top of here?
Blank, except for the image of a key.
Yeah, so she probably needs to
I
use.
remember this map now. It leads to the master key, but we made it with a special kind of invisible ink. It could only be seen with the heat of a fire.
Well, we don't have a lighter yet either. Nice picture.
I think I stashed one of Winston's master keys in here when I was a kid.
Okay. I have not seen a lighter yet. What's that?
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. The day of our wedding anniversary.
Lara's acquisition treasure.
Okay, got to find those objects to figure out the combination to the safe. There's something else here. Dad's lighter. I don't remember him ever using it though. The Croft family crest and initials PC. I wonder if this belonged to my grandfather. Okay, should be able to light the fireplace now.
Well, there was actually two fireplaces. We saw one back a ways.
This should help me read the map. I can see the map. Looks like X marks the spot, as they say.
Oh. Alright, there's a map on the key. Crap. So that's
remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyph. I can see the map. Looks like the key is hidden under a trunk near the bookcase.
Under a trunk near the book. Up. Is that under him? Nope. Up one of the tops. Right? I haven't been up there. Get up there? No. Ladder has fallen. This one, I guess. Drop. Alright, let's do the other side, I guess. A funny feeling you gotta get up there somehow. Doesn't look very safe, but I bet you I gotta climb across that. Like you do in the game itself. No, you're not. Let's talk about under this trunk over here. So that says I need the key from there, but
I can see the map. Looks like the key is hidden under a trunk near the bookcase.
this back in it. This must be back in his original room. At least I hope so. Or wait, no. This is this room.
I can see the map. Looks like the
Yes,
key
I see
is
that.
hidden under a trunk near the bookcase.
And so that's the desk, so it should be just to the right of me here. Oh.
The master key. This should get me into the West Wing.
The master key. I don't know what that achievement was, but he looked kind of cool.
Alright, this should open most rooms in the manor, including the Forbidden West Wing.
Ooh, the Forbidden West Wing. Alright, so This will open this door over here. Just downstairs in the Forbidden West Wing, as it puts it. Also, we'll open these chests. Alright, so that's open. Let's go upstairs and see what's in that chest up there. I think we're getting kind of close to the end of this one. Unlock the doors. Check out what's in these two chests. Let's see.
The Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt. How old was I again? 6? 8? I think this hieroglyph corresponds to a number. But which one?
Okay, looks like two little nose.
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
5. Kind of looks like.
The Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt.
The two birds on the thing. Alright, located.
My birthday crown. I was so proud of that thing. This picture was taken in the library. Plans for adding.
I'm still missing one. Combination of interiors and that's the bedroom.
Okay, Dad's clues mention Mum's paintings and their anniversary. Hopefully I can find some answers in the West Wing.
Alright, so this is back in the actually, isn't this the place with another fireplace? No. Was it down? What in there? I think I need to go in there right now, though. We boarded up fireplace. Stuff downstairs too. The door there, the door there. Fireplace. It's got a cool fire. I think I got the chest must be upstairs.
Croft family crest.
Yep. It's like a shield. Alright, well, got a door downstairs and the locked room. She was never allowed in as a kid. So pick up, see what this door was. Clear real quick. Again, that's really awesome fire effects. I don't think you can get to this door. I've seen that before. I thought there was one more door somewhere. Oh, here it is. Okay, this is the other side of the library. So, my phone's going off. There you go. I think that's going to be it for tonight anyway. We're going to check out, see what's in this room here in the next one. I think that's actually the leading to the basement, yeah. Okay, so we're going to be heading to Amelia's room in the next episode, I guess. Alright, hope you liked it. Like, subscribe, comment. If you want to see more VR stuff, let me know. If you got a suggestion, let us know too. It is the PS4 VR, so it has to be on the PlayStation 4, but in general, we're ready to hear from you. Alright, take it easy everyone. Bye.